welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a pretty basic makeup look. I've had a few requests from all of you to try our new liquid shadows paired with our Chromafusion shadows. Our Chromafusion shadows are our long wear mineral powder shadows that we have, which I love and are amazing. But you guys wanted to see them paired up with the new liquid shadows, which are equally amazing. I've been wearing the liquid shadows now for a few months with the Beach Blonde Cream Eyeshadow and just blending them in, and have had a ton of luck with that. But I am curious to see what they're like with the powder shadows. It's so funny, I haven't used powder shadows like at all. It's like once these launched, I just use these all the time. So I need to get my act together and try this out. It's gonna still be very basic because I'm a basic gal, and hopefully we can come to some conclusion on this. I don't know how this is gonna go. I have actually, transparently, I've had people say this is epic, and I've had people that were like, so I want to see for myself how they wear, how they go on, if this is a look that I will continue to do, kind of all the things. So if you want all the scoop-a-loop and honest review, then you definitely want to keep watching. For the sake of time, I've already done my base. It is our CC Cream, Under Eye Corrector, Concealer, and I did do my eyebrows as well. For today's look, I did our Volumizing Brow Tint with some hazelnut eyeshadow just to fill in my brows a little bit more for a little bit more drama. And I powdered. I set with some pressed powder as well, and that is it. So we have like this blank canvas. We're ready to go. I'm Bob Ross. I'm gonna paint my picture. I have no idea where this is gonna take me. I'm hoping for the best. So why don't we go ahead and just dive in. The first thing I'm going to be using, as I said before, is our Beach Blonde Cream Eyeshadow. These have discontinued, which is totally tragic in every way, shape, and form, but I ordered like a million of them. So I still have it. I still use it. It's fantastic. And so this is like kind of a champagne base for your eye. It's crease proof, smudge proof, life proof, waterproof, sweat proof, everything proof. It's amazing. And it's really great to use as a primer because, go figure, it's got primer built into it. So, and this is my favorite color because it's just a really great kind of champagne basey kind of color. Basey's not a word. I just made that up. I'm using my ring finger. I just put it all over my eye. Keep it simple, sweetie. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is go in with a mineral eyeshadow or Chromafusion, and today's color I'm going to use is Granite. Granite's one of my favorite colors. I love it. It's a very beautiful kind of taupey gray color. It looks good on any eye color, any skin tone. Anybody can wear this. This is not one of these colors that it's like, oh, you need to stay away from this color. Literally anybody can wear it. So what I'm going to do for today, I'm just taking an eyeshadow brush. I'm going to kind of buff it into my crease a bit and then bring it down, you know, like, now I do sound like Bob Ross. We're gonna draw a happy little tree right here. A happy little V, if you will. I'm gonna go in with a crease brush first, just to kind of lay it in there. See how I'm doing this? Start out, work your way in when you're packing down a pigmented color, or else you start in the middle and it's just like too much. I don't even really go all the way into here just because I don't want my eyes to look smaller first. And secondly, I just don't like bringing darker colors into the crease of, or the corner of my eye. I already have dark under eye circles, and sometimes these can mirror dark under eye circles. That's why people with really bad dark under eye circles that have more of a purplish hue to them, I tell people to stay away from purple eyeshadows because they'll accentuate that, even with all the concealer in the world. Does that mean you can't wear purple? No, I'm not saying that. I'm just telling you that sometimes that's what's happening. Now, I have hooded eyes, and so I bring it up a little bit more because if you have hooded eyes and you put it in your crease, it's going to disappear and you're not going to see it at all. The point is to see it and to build dimension on your eyelid. And so if you do have hooded eyes like I do, you want to bring it up a little. I'm lucky because I have big eyes too. There's quite a bit of space between my eyebrow and my eyelash line, so I have room to play that way. And then I am going to add the Granite just with like a shadow brush, I think, and I'm going to put it kind of on the outer corner right here as well. So something like this. I'm happy with that. Let's move on. Now I'm going to just do the other side really quick. I have to say something about our Chromafusion shadows. I don't know if fallout's a big thing for you, fallout in the pan, fallout on your face. They don't. They are excellent at not having a ton of fallout on your face or even really in the pan. I mean, there's some kickback, but not a ton. Okay, so that's what we have so far. Now I am still totally doing a basic look. If you came here for like a Nikki tutorial or Jeffree Star, Kylie Jenner kind of look, I probably will never be able to provide that for you. I am a simple person. This is probably something I'd wear on a date night. I still want to be able to pick the kids up without feeling like too overdone. That's just me personally. So I'm going to give you very basic looks. Now, some of you who don't wear makeup, this might be a ton for you too, which I mean, I get it. I just want to like make it very clear that things aren't going to get that crazy. The next thing I'm going to do now that I have kind of my V, you see how I have that color in there? How pretty is that color? Isn't it awesome? I'm going to go in with the Meteor Shower liquid eyeshadow and see how this goes. This should give like a really fun kind of iridescent highlight. We'll see. Like I said, I'm doing this for the first time, so you're going to be a witness just as much as I am. I'm going to dot a little bit right on the inner half of my eye, not the outer, kind of the inner half of my lid. And then I'm going to go in and kind of buff it in a little bit and see how that looks. Let's just see what happens. Okay, that's pretty. Like, that's pretty. Meteor Shower and Granite are the same color, apparently, because I have them right up next to each other and they're the same thing. So we're not noticing a whole lot of difference. I mean, it's pretty. It's kind of all the same color. This is just a liquid version of Granite. How about that? Look at what we discover when we play. I wonder what they swatch. Let's swatch them. It's actually really pretty. Like, I'm really loving it. I mean, Granite's one of my favorite colors, so Granite in any form is going to be something that I really like. Let's take a second to swatch this. Okay, so Meteor's just a little bit darker, but geez, they're a whole lot alike. Look at how similar those two are. Very similar, as you can tell by my lid, which, I mean, I don't have a problem with this. And they actually blended just fine together. Like, I'm not having any problems with this. They're blending really great. I don't know that it's necessary to do the two separate, but I mean, it definitely isn't a problem. You could definitely still do the two separate. Now I'm wondering if I should have laid down the liquid first and then done the mineral over top. Oh yeah, I should have. That was a dumb move on my part. Look at that. Woo! See, this is why it's fun to play. And this is why you never panic. If your look isn't like, you just play. Like, this is the beauty of it. You just play and you see what you come up with. I'm sort of living for this. So note to self, lay down the liquid first. Oh yeah. See, Bob Ross would say it's art. You just do what your heart tells you. And my heart told me to do the mineral over top. Ooh, that just changed things big time. Look at how much that changed things. Oh my goodness. So fun. Okay, I'm going to run just a little bit of whatever's left on my brush under my eye. I'm going to line my upper lash line with black, and I'm going to line my lower lash line with brown. I always recommend doing brown underneath because black seems so severe to me, even when people like blend it out. I always like to do brown underneath just for kind of a softer look. That looks pretty even. Remember, they're sisters, not twins. Don't stress about it. And then I do soften it just with my ring finger a little bit. Now I am going to do Lash Primer, which is just like an eye primer. It's going to give you more color payoff with your mascara, and it kind of coats, protects, and conditions your lashes as well. I like to let this dry for a little bit, so while we're waiting, I'm gonna go in with our new bronzer. This is called Gilded Glow. I'm just gonna take a fluffy brush, and I'm gonna hit like that area. See, look at, whoa, there's that, and then that. Makes such a difference. And then we're going to hit my epic forehead. Don't come too far down with this. Now, for kicks and giggles, I'm actually going to use Light Beam, the eyeshadow. I want to try it as a highlighter. I haven't done this yet, and I'm just like kind of curious to see if it works. Let's see what it looks like. Pretty. Look at that. See that? Yeah, you can. But not like blinding, which I don't need to blind anybody. Some people love blinding highlight, and I think that's great. You do you. I'm just gonna be over here doing me. Yeah, I like that. Okay, a little bit of highlight, and then I'm going to do blush. I like blush because I feel like it does kind of like, it sort of just blends everything together. All right, now I'm gonna go in with my mascaras. I like to mink my mascaras, which just means I use more than one. So the first layer I do is Lash Love. The second is Lash Love Lengthening. If anybody's wondering why I have a rubber band on my wrist, you should go check out my blog, girlsgoalsandgongshows.com. I just recently wrote about what this is for. So if you want to know what the heck that tacky blue rubber band is, you'll find out over there. Y'all, I am loving this look. It's awesome. Fantastic. I love that you're here with me stumbling through makeup looks. I had to pivot. I'm so glad I did. This is fantastic. Now, let's do a really quick lip. I'm just going to use my lip primer. Let's do Trademark Pink. This is one of our new lipsticks, and so we might as well try her out. I definitely could have lined my lips. I just didn't. Oh, this is totally channeling spring. I love it. Okay, now do I need a gloss over top? Should I do it? Let's do it. Actually, let's do light beam. Let's try this over top. Look at how pretty that is. I love it. Just because it doesn't say lipstick doesn't mean you can't use it. I kind of like that. Isn't that fun? It kind of toned down it a bit because it's like more of a golden color. So anyway, now let's finish with some finishing spray. There we have it. That's my look. I love it. I actually really like how this turned out. So note to self, now that we've played together, what are my takeaways? Okay, first of all, my takeaway is if you're going to be doing a liquid plus a eyeshadow, I recommend doing the liquid first, unless you're using the liquid as a highlight. So in this case, we used two fairly similar colors. So I should have laid my primer down first and then laid this down and then went in with my Chromafusion mineral shadow to do whatever it is I wanted to do. If I was going to just be using it as like a highlight, then I probably would save, whatever area I was using for last and go in with the liquid just to kind of like highlight it a little bit. But my main takeaway is I would recommend doing this first and then your mineral over top of it. Because once I did that, as you guys all see, we got some major pop, some major shimmer, and it really accentuated that Chromafusion. So lesson learned on my end, which is so fun. I love it. Like, this is what this channel is for us to like stumble through together and find things that we like. Other takeaways, I'm obsessed with the bronzer. I've been wearing it for a while now though. And then the trademark pink is really pretty, but if you want to tone it down, you can even use this over top of it. So this is coming out a pretty good investment. You can use it as a highlight, you can use it on your lips, and then you can use it as like a highlight on your eyes, or even as a base on your eyes, and then add some mineral over top. Anyway, just lots of things. I like it. I will continue to do this. I think it worked out really well, and I really like the look that I ended up with, and I hope you guys do too. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you have any questions about the products I used, if there's anything you want me to do or that you want to see moving forward, please feel free to comment below. I love hearing from you all. In the meantime, just be sure to click subscribe so you can stay up to date on everything, and pop over to Instagram, give me a follow at Girls, Goals, and Gong Shows, and definitely check out my blog if you guys want to. I have lots of great stuff on there, from mom life, lifestyle, to direct sales. All right, you guys, I hope you have a really great day, and I will see you all soon.